McGraw-Hill Professional presents 100%ers. Challenge your employees to give it their all, and they'll give you even more. Second edition. Written by Mark Murphy, narrated by Stephen Roy Grimsley. Introduction. Here's a question for you. What percentage of your employees feel inspired to give their best effort at work? I'm not asking if your employees do a decent job, or if they work well together, or even if they seem reasonably satisfied at work. No doubt you've got a nice group of people who do good work, get along with you and one another, and are generally well-intentioned. What I am asking is whether or not your employees are really inspired to give their best efforts at work. Not decent or satisfactory efforts, but their very best efforts. If you don't know the answer, it's time to find out. I've asked lots of folks this question, and the answers I get are always a bit shocking. The company I founded, Leadership IQ, is both a leadership training and an employee engagement company. Our employee engagement survey is called the 100%er Index, and one of the most revealing questions it asks employees to assess is, working here inspires me to give my best effort. What we've learned from hundreds of thousands of respondents is that right now, only about 35% of employees say that working at their organization always, or almost always, inspires them to give their best effort. Another 22% are iffy. Their scores aren't incredibly low, but they're also not particularly high. And a whopping 45% say, I am never, or almost never, inspired to give my best effort working here. This means that if you have 20 employees, who are pretty much like the hundreds of thousands of employees we've surveyed, probably 7 of them are giving their best efforts. 9 of them are nowhere near giving their best efforts, and the remaining 4 are somewhere in the middle. The business case for addressing this problem should be obvious. If every single person who works for you comes into work every day charged up, rip-roaring, and ready to go, inspired to give her best effort, you and your organization are going to kick some serious butt and crush your targets. But when only 7 out of 20 people feel like that, those targets won't be crushed. Gently petted, perhaps, but not crushed. What's really astounding, though, is that not everyone believes this is a big deal. Some managers, I can't actually call them leaders, think that doing good enough is, well, good enough. I disagree. Think about some of our more recent great innovations. The Internet, Google, iPad, Xbox, portable defibrillators, stem cell research, hybrid cars, protease inhibitors, TiVo, Wi-Fi, genome sequencing, the Large Hadron Collider, Burj Khalifa, Mars rovers, and even seedless watermelons. Are these the creations of people who were doing good enough? Or are they the creations of people inspired to give their absolute best effort? I'm going to go with the best effort crowd. You've chosen to read a book titled 100%ers. So you probably don't need a whole lot of convincing that life is more productive, interesting, exciting, and ultimately fulfilling when we're inspired to give our best effort. 100%ers are the people who are inspired to give their best effort, and who have requisite skills so that effort translates into good results. And when employees with good skills, and this is most people, also give their best efforts, they deliver better quality and service, generate more creative ideas, exhibit more mental toughness, and strive for bigger goals. Why isn't everyone a 100%er? There are lots of reasons why people may not be inspired to give their best effort. For example, the past few years have seen some pretty tough economic times that have challenged a lot of people. But that's really more of an excuse, because in spite of those tough times, there are still plenty of organizations whose employees are overwhelmingly giving their best efforts. Still, we've witnessed a growing trend
Sample complete. Ready to continue?